Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media. Just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
Welcome to Repose. I'm Brandy Schmidt, and today's yoga class is going to be more for just de-stress, relaxation, and letting go of any tension throughout the body. So if you can find a comfortable place on the floor, I'm just going to start in a child's pose. The knees can be together or apart. I prefer apart, allowing the belly to sink in, down, and just let the head relax. Your arms can be outstretched, or at your side, or even behind the back. Just start to sink in. Notice your natural breathing, breathing in and out through the nose if you can. And if this is uncomfortable for you for any reason, you can always just lay on the belly or maybe make a pillow with the hand. That's going to allow the head to rise a little bit higher. The focus of today's practice is to just let go of any real expectations. We cannot control everything in the world around us. Just trusting that we are where we are meant to be in the time and place that we're meant to be there. And following our intuitions. Following what our body is telling us our limitations are. Removing ourselves from pain, but pushing ourselves to the potential we know we have within us. Trying to focus on the sound of your breathing, or maybe even feeling your heart's rhythm, to remove our thoughts from any distractions, trying to clear the mind. And that is really the most challenging part of any yoga practice. Start to deepen the breathing, allowing the belly and chest to fill a little more deeply, a little more forcefully, letting it slowly out through the nose. Squeezing the belly on the exhale. Even just this active breathing is going to create warmth and movement through the body. Start to rise with the head and shoulders. Start to bring those fingers out in front. Just bring some side to side motion here and rise up onto the knees. Taking a moment to look out. Maybe the eyes aren't fully open. Just start to sway side to side with the hips and the shoulders. And when you're ready, inhale, stretch that right leg out, curl the toes under, pressing into the heel. Nice calf stretch here. I'm going to move through the body, stretching, starting with the feet and legs. Curling those toes under, kind of spread the toes wide if they're not already. And then crossing that right leg, right foot to the left side of the body. Start to look over that left shoulder, looking towards the foot and toes. Just stretching that right side, kind of squeezing the left. Keeping the body active with the breath. It might not look like we're doing much, but you'll feel it in your body as you inhale deeply. You'll stretch the side a little bit more. And as you exhale through the nose, squeezing to that left side, working the obliques here. One more deep breath in, squeezing on the exhale to the left side. And bringing that foot back around, bringing the knee in. Inhale as you look up, exhale as we just drop the bottom towards the heels, bring the head down. We're not staying, just a quick release. Maybe a little rocking side to side on the knees, and inhale back into that tabletop. When you're ready, left foot reaches out, curl those left toes under, press into the left heel, spread the toes wide, make some adjustments if you need, and also spreading the fingers wide. Anytime we're on the hands, we want to try to take pressure off of the wrist by really spreading the fingers and actively pressing all 10 fingers into the mat. This kind of creates a cupping sensation in the hand, lifting the wrists ever so slightly, really leaning back into that heel. And when you're ready, bringing that left foot across to the right side, crossing over that right leg, starting to twist to the right, looking towards the foot. Same thing on this side, deep breath in, stretching that left side body. Exhale through the nose, squeezing into the right. Gently come back to center, bring that leg across, the knee comes in, and once more inhales, you look forward, and exhales, we sit back just for a moment of rest. Inhale as you look up, coming back onto the hands and knees, curling the toes under, and exhaling as we come into downward dog. We're going to start straightening the legs, lift the hips, head drops down between the arms. Settle in. Maybe some movement side to side, or walking the dog, which is where we bend into one knee and then the other. Just waking up the muscles in the body. And then start to press back in the heels, looking up at the hands. We're going to walk the hands towards the feet. Just start to bend into the knees. Once you've arrived, inhale halfway up. We're going to lengthen the back, trying to flatten like a table here. And exhale as we fold in. We're going to dangle in this forward fold, just kind of relaxing. The knees can be bent if we have a lot of back tension. Should never be painful, so just peeking up again. Soften the knees. Maybe you hold opposite elbows and relax here. Anytime we're folding forward and our head is below the heart, there's potential to become lightheaded. If that happens, just come up halfway, maybe resting onto the knees, and maybe just dropping the chin in. We just want to take stress off the spine and back. So whatever works for you. And then we're going to bring our left hand across to that right ankle or the floor. Bending into that left knee, the right arm reaches. This is also a good place for using a block. So if it's too low, just allowing us to rest on the block at any height and the right arm reaches up. This arm can also come behind the back if you like, pulling that shoulder open a little more deeply. One more breath here. And on your exhale, slowly sweeping the hand down. And again, if you need to come up halfway for a break, if you're feeling lightheaded at all, then we're going to switch. The right hand comes across to the left ankle, floor, or block. Bending into the right knee, and the left arm reaches up. Again, that hand might come behind the back. It's up to you, pulling that shoulder open. One more deep breath here. And slowly let that hand fall back down. Slowly pull our heart and chest forward all the way up to standing. Arms come overhead. Maybe we do a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, hands together at heart center. Take one more deep breath in and out here. Find a sense of calming and gratitude. Don't worry about being perfect. Be grateful for whatever mobility you do have and work towards making it better. Relax those arms down. We're going to check in from the feet. They should be about hip width apart. Spread the toes wide. Feet under ankles, ankles under knees, knees under hips, so straight line down. Maybe you rock a little bit on the toes and heels, feeling planted into the earth. Inhale, roll those shoulders up. Exhale, as we bring those shoulders down and back. Spread the fingers wide like we're growing roots into the earth. Breathe. The chin is neutral. We're looking forward, but maybe the eyes are closed. Start to draw that navel in towards the spine, squeezing on the exhale still. And again, while it seems that we are in stillness, we are still creating warmth energetically through the body, working those internal muscles. The diaphragm is still moving as we fill the lungs. The muscles are still working as we actively pull down towards the earth and squeeze the navel in. On your next inhale, arms come overhead again. Slight back bend. Exhale as hands come to heart center. Begin to bow forward. Arms reach out, put a softness in the knees, and we're going to walk the hands to the front of the mat. Coming into a plank pose. The knees can always come down for a breath, otherwise we hold. Fingers spread wide again here. And start to bring that right foot forward into a lunge. We can still do this coming from that bent knee position too. Just take your time getting there safely. And walk the hands up onto the knees. Both arms reach out overhead. We want our knee to be over ankle, not over the toes. We don't want to overexert that. Spread the toes wide for balance. Start to press the pelvis forward and let ourselves lean slightly back, looking up towards the fingertips or ceiling. If you find that you're losing stability, we can simply hold on to the knee and not lean back. So there's always options. Do what's right for you and your body today. And on your next exhale, if the arms are overhead or if they're coming from the knee, start to lean forward. Hands come to either side of the foot. Back toes start to curl under as we lift the hips up. Bring that foot back again. Settle in again, whether on the toes or on the knees, either way. Breathing deeply, and then when you're ready, that left foot, left knee are going to come forward. Relax the back foot. And we can either rest on the knee or reach both arms up. One more breath. On your next exhale, start to bring those hands down to the mat. Find a way to release that foot back. Bringing the weight over the hands and arms again. You might be in a plank on or off the knees. And slowly lower all the way down onto the belly. Take a moment of rest, a few deep breaths. From here, inhaling, lifting the chin and chest, starting to bring the elbows under the shoulders, fingers spread wide, relax the hips and pelvis, Sphinx pose. Soften the eyes. We're working on pulling those shoulder blades back and the shoulders are down. So we don't want to dump or sink into it like this. Lengthen. Breathe. Slowly begin to lower down, sliding the hands under the shoulders. From here, the right leg is going to come out to the side. So we're going to bring that right knee parallel with the hip, flexing into the foot gently. The hands might come up as a pillow wherever you're comfortable. We're pressing that hip into the ground, opening up the groin a little bit here. Rest into it. Keep that breath. Continue to squeeze the belly. Remove any busy thoughts from the mind. Always come back to the breathing. Listen to the sound of the breath. Find that activity in the abdominals. While yoga is a gentle practice, it does speed the metabolism and it can have lasting effects for hours, leading to better night's sleep, a better sense of calming, Start to bring the head to center, bring that right leg back in. Switching to the other side, left knee comes out parallel to the hip, flexing into the foot, pressing that hip into the earth, opening up the groin. Maybe we turn our head the other way because we always balance out. What we do to one side, we do to the other. Relax into it. Still squeezing the belly. Start to bring the head back to center. And at home, you might decide to stay in those poses as long as you like. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, curling the toes under. Inhale, lifting the head and chest. Start to press into the knees as we bring the hips back. This time, walking the hands towards the knees. We're going to come and sit on the heels with the toes curled under. If you've not been drinking much water, you might find that you start to cramp up here. Just know that our water intake is really going to affect how we're able to move throughout our yoga practice. So we're stretching into the feet, stretching into those toes, maybe wiggling a little bit to get that baby toe in there if it's off the ground. And just breathe, bring those shoulders back. And while we're waiting for those feet to relax and release, just turning the head to the right, getting a nice stretch, pulling those shoulders down, lengthening the neck and back, looking over the right, feeling it through that left shoulder, neck if we're tight there. Slowly coming back to center, looking over the left side. Again, lengthening, pulling those shoulders back, looking a little further, breathing into it, feeling into the right side of the neck and shoulder, actively pulling that shoulder down. It's going to feel a little more into that stretch. By now, your feet and ankles might be feeling a little warm, a little ready for release. Inhale to center. Start to lean forward onto the hands, relax those feet. Sitting back one more time. Just taking the rest off. I'm going to stretch into the top of the feet now, bringing the hands to the side, leaning back. Maybe just one knee comes up at a time here after we just stretch those toes. It might be intense. And then switching to the other knee. You can always relax the head back too. And start to come forward. Walking the hands into a tabletop position. Adding a couple of cat and cows here. Inhale, drop the belly, tilt the pelvis looking up. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck that tailbone. Really press the shoulders. A few more to your own breath. Even just doing a few cat and cows before you start your day in the morning, right before bedtime. Really gets that whole back, neck and shoulders where we carry all that tension. start to walk the one knee forward, either one. We're going to come to sit on our side hip. I'm going to pull, in my case, the left foot back. Right foot just kind of tucks in wherever it will. Right hand is going to reach across towards that left side. Left hand is going to reach behind. We're just twisting into this here. And then slowly unraveling, bringing that right hand to the right knee. Left hand to the right knee. Right arm reaches back, twisting the other way. Slowly coming back to center. Bringing that left foot forward, untucking that right foot, keeping the feet wider than the hips here. Just going to let the knees fall to one side and then the other, kind of a windshield wiper action. Just waking up those hips. Never letting it be stressful here. I'm going to tuck the right foot back this time. So we're letting them fall the opposite side, tucking in that left foot, tall in the spine. Left arm reaches to right knee, right arm sweeps behind. Just a few breaths. And then unraveling and going the opposite way. Right arm reaches to left knee sweeps behind, holding this one a little bit longer. Can go a little deeper into the twist on this direction. But they all get different parts of the back and body. Depending on where you're having discomfort, pain, or tightness, you might choose to take one stretch a little bit longer. It takes at least 30 seconds for a muscle to start to relax. So anything beyond that is just going to help you release it. And slowly unraveling. Again, hands come to the side as you start to bring the feet out a little bit. Maybe you want to rock those knees side to side once more. Coming back to the mat. Holding those knees a little bit underneath. Inhales will pull the chest forward, let that head fall back. And exhales, you round the spine, tuck the chin in, and just roll onto the back. Take those knees with you. You can spend as little or as long as you like here, maybe rocking, maybe elevating the legs. And then coming to that final resting of Shavasana, spreading the legs out, palms open. Take another deep breath in, feel the belly really rise. Let it all out as you relax into this pose. Just a reminder that you're always capable of more than we think. The mind gives up before the body will. I hope you're setting goals for yourself and keep achieving new growth for yourself throughout the day and the weeks to come. Namaste.